So, the television cartoon era. I'm talking about Courage the Cowardly Dog, your Adventure Times, that kind of shows. That is what I'm talking about. Do you remember them? Do you watch them? Did you watch them? Like, to me, I watched them like a long time ago. I didn't watch the more classical shows, Yeah, I didn't watch that. I just wasn't, wrong time, wrong place, just not the right place. But I got lucky enough to, experience shows that came afterwards, your Adventure Time. Adventure Time, honestly, I found kind of meh. It was different era, different time back then. If it was, a great time to be a kid. Minus the very long ad breaks, like they took 20 minutes, 10-minute long breaks. It was a that was something else. It was shit. I know that it was bad, but the shows that were produced at the time, I really liked them. I guess the nostalgia is just getting to me, because objectively, if you think about it, on demand media is much better, media right now. But the problem is, it's slipping into the hole that television went down. The advertisement hole, the money hole that, it became. It it's happening again, to modern media, modern options of on demand viewing. We as a society moved on from the dark ages. We moved on, and so we moved on, and it fell back into the same hole where you pay up front and still watch ads. And it's not that prices are better. The prices are also horrible. Like, the prices for Netflix is shit, considering what you're getting for it. It's not good. And we're still going down that money hole that was old media. But that's not, the point of the video. I didn't want to, yap about how television sucks, how it mostly was bad. I want to celebrate, the good shows that were on there. There were good shows, your SpongeBob. Honestly, I didn't really watch SpongeBob a lot. I watched a couple of seasons, first couple of seasons. The newer episodes I've not watched, and I've not watched for a while. I don't even remember the last episode that I watched, but it has been quite some time since I last watched it. And I, I guess I will watch it eventually, but it's not gonna be tomorrow. I'm gonna watch it maybe a few years down the line. Maybe a few more seasons come out. But I've heard that the newer seasons are bad as compared to, the earlier seasons. The earlier seasons, I've heard they're gold, but the newer season is supposed to be not that. Another show that I've heard praises about was Bluey. I never watched it, and I think it's still going on, so, maybe in the future I may watch it, but I've heard good things about it. And in my experience, one of the best shows that I watched was Courage the Cowardly Dog. It was truly an experience. I tell you, I don't know how it got made. Like, who allowed this to happen? But man, whoever you are, you did a great thing. Even if you're a piece of shit, who knows? You did a great thing allowing this to happen. This make like for a kids show, it's kind of incredibly impressive that it came out. Like, I mean, did scare people. Like, I mean, if you have watched it, you can empathize. It was a bit, scary for kids cartoon, but it was really another. It was good. I loved it. Honestly, here it was, on very early, like 9 o'clock or something along those lines. Even with that timing, I would wake up just to watch it. I really liked those shows, them old shows like Courage the Cowardly Dog. It was such a different time to be alive. What an experience. But, the problem with television was ads. Nobody likes ads. Like, there were too many ads. Like, the ads, it ruined the experience, man. I just stopped watching it after a while because it wasn't good. The experience, it sucked. It was just ass. It just wasn't good. So, yeah, I just didn't watch television. After some time, we just stopped as a collective household. I just stopped watching it because it was a money hole and nobody was watching it. So, it was no point, to get it. Another show that I absolutely loved was Avatar The Last Airbender. And man, it was so good. The Last Airbender, it was an experience. I can tell you the name of my favorite episode, which is unheard of. With me remembering some things names, that's just a miracle. That just you don't get more miraculous than that. And the episode is Tales of Ba Sing Se. I really like that episode. The entire series was a masterpiece. It was a great thing that it got greenlit. I absolutely love this show. I liked it so much that I watched it twice. like, and I really did like it after that the incredible amount of time it had been. I really liked the original Avatar. It was such a good series. Like, I mean, they kind of drove it into the ground when they made the Netflix series. That sucked. But the original series, it was an experience. If any one of you haven't watched it, go and watch it. It is such a good experience. Like, I guess I can spoil it. It doesn't have that much of. I guess I don't want to spoil it. It has way too much story. Basically, it's a it's it's a kid who gets trapped in ice, and he gets freed 100 years afterwards. And his hometown, everything, yeah, everyone he ever loved was dead because it's been 100 years. Like, what do you expect? Like, obviously they're all dead, and he has to save the rest of the world, and that's basically Avatar: The Last Airbender in a nutshell, without spoiling much. And I really loved it. It was a great series. Now, moving back to the other series that I talked about, Courage the Cowardly Dog. It was good. It's kind of a meth show. Like, the show was about a dog who was scared of everything, rightfully so. Like, the dog, it lived in most god-forsaken land. I tell you, like, the place wasn't like where he lives is literally named nowhere. Like, I mean, what do you expect? It had alien goose grabbing him, floating heads beckoning him, just weird robe things calling him. It was something else. Like, the person who made the show was on some sort of drugs. I don't know, but it was weird. Like, every single episode was another type of weird. like, I just seriously, the level of creativity was impressive. Like, I don't know what kind of drugs they were doing, but I need to do them. Like, creativity shown by them drugs, unmatched. Like, it's a weird show. If you haven't watched it, which I assume you haven't, considering I'm basically explaining it, you really should. It's quite the experience. Like, one of them episodes, the dog's owner, his person, his cousin comes to their house and then shaves the dog, and it's supposed to be like he has a fetish or something of shaving animals. It's a very weird episode. That episode for me was the scariest. It man, some that entire episode felt weird. Like, it felt wrong. Watching it. Every other episode, fine. I watched it dozens of times. Who cares? But that episode, man, that got me. And I have to talk about, you know, Avatar again because all being all over the place. I can't really think straight. But one of the it had a very bad time slot. Like it had 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Around the time that I would go to sleep. But only for it, only to watch Avatar, I would wake up like 10 minutes or so to watch it. It had such a bad time slot, but nonetheless, I had to watch it. It was really good, honestly. The show, I liked it. A couple of Nickelodeon shows that I really liked was SpongeBob. I watched SpongeBob. Like, I mean, I assume you haven't heard of Avatar. You haven't heard about Courage, but you gotta have heard about SpongeBob. I just don't believe you haven't. So yeah, SpongeBob. It's SpongeBob. You can't really go wrong with SpongeBob. That's it. That's the SpongeBob segment. Moving on. Then another show that I watched was Power Rangers. I really liked the Power Rangers. I don't know what was about them. They just hypnotized me. As soon as I sat in front of the screen and that came up, I don't know, it was some sort of magic that just mesmerized my brain. And that was that. That was history. And the more live action based shows that were, on Nickelodeon, I really liked most of them live action shows. I don't know why, but it's just kind of interesting, eh? I just really like them. Of course, it was made by Zack Snyder. You can't really trust something that was made by Zack Snyder, that creepzoid. You can't really trust that guy. I think it was Zack Snyder. I'm pretty sure. You can't really trust that creepazoid. He has some interesting allegations, but they're just allegations. They're all alleged. Don't sue me. I don't want to be sued. Okay? It's all alleged. He allegedly was interested in children's feet. Allegedly. So yeah, I claim nothing. I have claimed nothing. He's a perfectly stand-up dude. Just don't sue me. But that's the interesting part. I really, really liked, all of them shows. The Nickelodeon shows were really good. These earlier shows that were on at the time, I really liked watching them. My time, they were really good. And another one that I watched a lot of was Lego Ninjago, which was not what you think. Lego shows were oddly good, especially Lego Ninjago. That was good. I really liked it. It was nice, but that was just a weird time to be watching. I just it's kind of weird, honestly. Honestly, I really liked most of Lego Ninjago. I watched a decent chunk of it, but I just kind of fell out. Cartoons in a general sense, I just kind of stopped caring about them when we got a long-term internet connection, because before that we didn't have an internet connection, which was the main cause of me watching 10-minute long ads. Don't watch 10-minute long ads. Don't even watch a minute long ads. Ads are getting too long. Okay, that it's giving me PTSD. It's just moving on. Ads are bad. Okay, I just forgot what the topic was that I was talking about. Actually, let's just address the elephant in the room. The TV, the television, the television set of yesteryear. It had too many ads. The phone set of nowadays has too many ads. We have way too many ads in every single media now. I know, old man yapping about, ads in the media and oh, boo hoo, but it's the elephant in the. I just have to say the facts of the matter. We got too many ads. They have to be stopped. Ads are getting rampant. Nobody wants ads. Nobody except suits on the top. They only want ads because they're making the money. of our asses sitting there and zombified, watching their dumb ads. Nobody wants ads. Nobody likes ads. Like, man who invented pop-up ads, he's saying sorry to this day. Like, man, nobody likes ads. Like, ads suck. Like, nobody likes them. Ads are so bad. I just have to yap about it. Like, the only reason that the television went down was not just because it was not on demand media. You couldn't watch what you want. You can only watch what the media wanted you to watch. The TV wanted you to watch. You couldn't watch what you wanted. It was whatever the time slot was for. You got to choose shit, but that's besides the point. The actual point is the other reason that it went down, besides you not having any sort of choice whatsoever on what comes on the TV, was that ads. Nobody wants to watch ads. Half an hour ads. Nobody likes them. They are bad. Nobody wants ads. And the sad fact of the matter is, the YouTube's, the main platform that replaced, your TV. Yeah, it's getting ads and probably ain't gonna get replaced because what you're gonna do? Make a YouTube? Well, some dumbass is gonna post a million videos on it, and then what? You're gonna pay for the million videos? You're not gonna pay a million for the million videos. They're gonna like cost somewhere around like $8,000 just storing them. It's just what a waste of money, man. I can't stop yapping. Basically, the television sucked because it had too many ads, and now the YouTube is going to suck because it has too many ads. Ads ruin everything. My God, I can't stop yapping about this. Basically, ads ruin everything. And outside of ads, and outside of the fact that you couldn't choose what you want to watch, you did the TV experience. It was good, honestly. I really, really have. I really remember. I have so many good memories of me just sitting there and just enjoying the day, and just turning on the TV and just watching a few episodes of your Scooby Doo and episodes like shows that and your cartoons, like just watching them, and it just was fun. But alas, them days are gone, and we are stuck with YouTube and their ever increasing ad count. That's so bad. But alas, that's all that I have to say about the topic about cartoons. And I probably ain't gonna talk about this topic because man, I'm going to go down the ad rabbit hole again. That's about it for me. Bye.